The generation effect: predict before you learn. Imagine this. Your teacher writes a difficult question on the board. You have absolutely no idea what the answer is, but you take a guess anyway. A weird thing happens when you finally hear the correct answer. It sticks in your brain far better than if you had just copied it down. This is called the generation effect. Scientists have found that our brains remember information better when we try to generate an answer ourselves first, even if that answer is completely wrong. So before starting a chapter, don't immediately open your notes. Spend 2 minutes predicting what you'll learn. Ask yourself, why does this happen? Or what could the answer be? Your brain becomes curious and starts looking for gaps in its knowledge. Then, when you read the chapter, it feels like solving a mystery instead of memorizing facts. One small guess can turn passive reading into active learning. Habit 2. Desirable difficulty makes studying harder. Here's something that sounds completely backwards. If studying feels easy, you're probably learning less. Reading the same notes 5 times feels productive because it's comfortable. But your brain loves comfort and hates effort. Researchers call this desirable difficulty, making learning slightly challenging, so your brain has to work harder. Instead of highlighting everything, close your notebook and solve questions from memory. Try explaining a concept without looking at your notes. Shuffle practice questions, so your brain can't predict what's coming next. At first, you'll feel slower and maybe even a little frustrated. But that's actually a good sign. The struggle is creating stronger memory pathways. Think of it like going to the gym. Muscles only grow when they're challenged. Your brain works the same way. The students who improve the fastest aren't the ones who study comfortably, they're the ones who make their brains sweat. Habit 3. Context switching: change where you study. Have you ever noticed that after sitting in the same spot for hours, your brain suddenly feels tired and distracted? That's because your brain starts associating that environment with boredom. Scientists discovered something interesting. Changing your study environment can actually improve memory retrieval. This doesn't mean studying in 10 different places every day. It can be as simple as moving from your desk to the dining table, studying in the library, or even switching to another corner of your room. Every environment gives your brain slightly different cues, and later those cues can help you remember information during exams. It's like creating multiple pathways back to the same memory. So if you're feeling stuck or sleepy while studying, don't immediately force yourself to continue. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is simply change your location. A new environment can give your attention a fresh start. Habit 4. The retrieval dump: the ultimate memory test. This might be the most powerful technique in the entire video. After finishing a topic, close your book completely. Take a blank sheet of paper and write down absolutely everything you can remember. Every formula, definition, diagram, and fact. Don't worry about being perfect. Then compare your page with your notes. The parts you forgot are your weak spots. This method is called a retrieval dump, also known as the blurting method, and it exposes the difference between information you actually know and information you only recognize when it's in front of you. That's why so many students think they're prepared and then forget everything during the exam. Recognition isn't memory, retrieval is. If you can pull information out of your brain without looking at your notes, you've truly learned it. It feels difficult, but it's one of the fastest ways to make knowledge stick for the long term.